campsite that I'm going to go to is up on that ridge over there. That's Alien Lake out there. Okay, so I'm about 45 minutes into my ride here today. I just stopped to take a little break here. I'm, where am I? I'm heading up north, like I said earlier. But I'm just kind of not too far from Minnow Lake. Anyway, stopped to take a break. Let's go right from here. Perfect weather today. It's like last week, the humidity, it was probably, the temperatures were in the low 30s and the humidity was probably over 40 Celsius. And today, it's like 8, 9, 10 degrees. I mean, I'm dressed in a winter coat and a scarf and a vest and everything on underneath. And I got, you know, I always wear my big gloves anyway. But it's just beautiful. It's overcast and, and the high today is only 17 Celsius. So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Probably, I don't know, 40 or something. But anyway, we're going to take off here. Really like the new dash too. It's a nice upgrade from the old one. All right, we're going. You know, I stand myself, and I just find it so much easier to maneuver. It's just like a dirt bike rider. The dirt bike guys, they ride, you know, two-wheel dirt bikes. They don't sit; they're standing because you get more command of the bike. You can, you know. So that's why I stand. For me, I ride in damp, cool conditions. So that's, you know, like usually late March, early April. We're riding right till, like I said, end of May. Then the bugs and the heat hit, shut down, and then usually we're riding. You know, we get out for some rides kind of starting mid-August, but not this year. There's just no way. It was just too hot. That's not. I don't think it's good for the machines either to ride like that. Like I wouldn't want to be out here right now if it was 32 degrees Celsius out. And you're creeping along like this, hardly any airflow. I don't think that's good for the machine. You know, so man, it's just no fun. Ugh. Not for me. I'll go golfing instead. This is a really nice section of trail here. I really like this. I don't come here that often, like, you know, 2 or 3 times a year. This is kind of on the way. Well, it is on the way. But I'm coming from the opposite direction than I normally would for the that abandoned hunt camp that I go into. I'm going to come up to the intersection where I would turn right and go towards that, but I'm going to be going left and then eventually swinging north. So that's the plan. Okay, so I'm now on that trail heading north up towards White Mountain Chute and Basin Depot and kind of the edge of Algonquin and all that. And you know, I haven't been on this trail in 5 years, since I think spring of 2016. And this is an example of how much things can change. This, a few years ago, last time I was here, this was a major obstacle here. It's in a low spot, you know, marsh over here. This was a very deep hole. And you know, sometimes you could get through it and sometimes you couldn't. And today, and now right now it's nothing. I've never seen it that low, but I haven't been through here in 5 years. So that's just you know, an example how things can change. Okay, bit of a mission failure. I won't be getting up to the Basin Depot White Chute Mountain area today. I was on the trail and there's just a huge log down. No way I couldn't get through it with my axe. It was like, you know, 2 feet thick, right across the trail. No way, in dense bush like that. I couldn't get through it. But before that, I got up to Murphy's Lake, and there's a whole bunch of 2021 hippie gathering out there. There's probably about 10 cars, and there's a great big sign. And this is like a remote area. And this is this beautiful remote lake, and they had a bunch of cars up there, and they were dressed up, a bunch of girls and guys, and they had a big sign up there: health, beauty, love, retreat. And they had tents and everything. It was being colonized up there. So anyway, as soon as I saw all that, I turned around. That's fine. We're going to do this thing, but they weren't even very friendly. I mean, I went right past them. The girls, every one of the girls just glared at me like it was evil. And one guy kind of waved his hand at me, and that was it. And there was like 25 of them. They just glared at me when I went by. Like, I waved at them, and the girls, man, they just gave me the evil eye. Whoa, scary. So we're just going to go into a small lake here called McGuire's Lake. I hope I don't get stuck. Sometimes these holes. See what I mean? You never know. I'm worried about this one. Yeah, I'm not going to go in there. I don't want to get stuck. There's nothing to grab onto. Now, this one or the next one? No, it was the next one. Fuck, that was a deep little bastard. I don't want to go in there because if I get tilted like that, I think I'm just going to go to the right here and pin it. And there is a tree there I can winch to if I have to. Okay. Got a soaker, boot full of mud. I love the name of this. I love the name of this road here. Moonlight Bay Road. It's the kind of place I'd like to live. So yeah, we're gonna walk over and actually see. That's new. So that wasn't there before. Somebody's coming here and camped. Take a little walk around here. So this is the site of the old trapper's cabin. Yeah, somebody's been here because that wasn't there. Like even when I was here back in whenever it was, May or something. So I don't know if this is a trapper's cabin or not. Somebody told me that. The old mill is just over there. So maybe this was the caretaker of the mill or something. I don't know. I don't want to walk in there because there's a board with nails and things like that. There's no boot right there. But yeah, I guess there was a cabin here at one point. Cool spot. Okay, so I'm actually on the north shore of the Opeongo River, and I crossed at the old mill. So I made it. It wasn't too bad at all. So I'm just going to go back down and cross back again, and then continue down the rail bed. But I just wanted to show you. So right now, I was surprised. It wasn't too bad. You still got to pick your lines. It's not as shallow as it could be, or the way I've seen it before. But it is. It's doable. Very, very doable right now to get across. So I mean, I just came there. There's the entry point where I normally come in over there. The old mill and everything is just over here, and the trapper's cabin is just right up in there. So I'm just going to go right through this chute here. I could probably go right through there as well, but no, it's not too bad. And what makes this really good, I don't know if you can see it, but the whole bottom is just like it's rock. It's like good solid rock, so you don't sink into mud or anything. And it's like about a third up my tires, so no problem. It gets a little deeper over here, and you got to watch the current too. It's I hugged this bank here when I was coming over. Can't remember the line I took. Stay right here. I think you're okay. No problem at all. I'm a bit gun shy this after what happened to me last year. So I'm being extra cautious. Okay, so now I'm going to go back over and cross and go up the North Shore. Something from the 30s, I guess. Okay, so now, I mean, we're remote now. I mean, we're remote on the other side too, but I mean, there is nothing except Algonquin Park ahead of me. There's no civilization, nothing. This is just deep woods trail. It's only about 18 or 19 degrees, but it's muggy. I'm overdressed here. Next stop, I'm going to shed a layer. So this will come out onto some trails. That I call, we go up to a lake called Monkshoed Lake. That's nice of them. Tight. This is pretty tight in here. I hope I don't run into a xenomorph. Ethiopian I'll go. I mean, this is why, I mean, I've got nothing against side-by-sides. They're great machines, they're comfortable and everything. But this is why I don't drive them. I mean, I'm out here, I do most of my riding these days by myself. I used to go with, like, always just go with groups, but since we moved up to Palm Rapids, I've kind of lost contact with the guys, and I hardly ride with anybody anymore. So I'm just out here by myself. And you know, I'm just going down these trails all the time, and I mean, if I had to turn around right now, and I was in a side-by-side, I mean, it'd be just a royal pain in the ass. Like if I got to a big tree down, and I mean, this isn't even a hard trail. But I mean, with the Grizzly, it's like no problem at all. So, I mean, I've got nothing against side-by-sides, but I'm sticking with my Grizzly. And from watching videos of guys with side-by-sides, I mean, they just look like they're just a total pain in the ass. I mean, I like that I can stand up and I can look over the front of the Grizzly. I mean, you got a lot more, I mean, you're just connected with the ground a lot more with an ATV. Yeah, so, yeah, so this is where, I'm not going to go down there. I'm going to just stay up here. I'll take a walk down there. I'm kind of disoriented. I think this is where the, I'm not sure. No, I should know when I get down here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the trapper's cabin was just over there. I'm pretty sure. I should recognize it when I get down. Is this where it just is this where it just came up? No, can't be. Yeah, I mean that's the trapper's cabin right up in there, up on that hill. So yeah, I mean, so I could drive down here. It's so nice when you can get across this river. I mean, it just cuts off lots of time and lots of mileage. Yeah, trapper's cabin. There's the trail right there. Goes up the hill. So yeah, I know exactly where I am. And the exit point is just over there. So I could come down. I could drive out. I'm not sure if I could cross up here. This is still looking pretty deep. No, that's getting... You could probably do it, but I'm not. Been a long time, and this is nice trail through here. It comes out to the hydro line. So when I get out to the hydro line, if I turn left, and I think I'm coming out to it right up here. You know, you'll go down towards Cooper, and that's where the temple is by Lingham Lake and all that. So that's where I am. Yeah, so I'm going to go over this way. Man, I hope I can get down to Scutamata Dam. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Beautiful day right now. It's supposed to rain later. I should be all finished up by then. So this is called the MP9 trail, and this goes through and comes out onto Hughes Landing Road over by Scudamata Lake. Okay, I'm coming down to a trail that goes right along the shore of Sheldrake Lake, which is a branch of Scudamata Lake. This is a nice track. Like again, I haven't been through here in 7 or 8 years. So that's Sheldrake Lake. Oh, I see people in a canoe over there, way on the far shore. Be a deep hole right at the end of this, just before you get back out onto Hughes Landing Road. So it looks well used, so there must be still people coming through here quite a bit. It wasn't so much that the hole was deep, but it had really square edges to it. It was kind of tricky, not from this side, but going out on the other side, if you're going in this direction. So we'll see. Scudamata Lake Dam. Okay, we're just at the bottom of Fish Lake Mountain, and we're going to go and see if the beaver dam ahead here, about a couple hundred yards, has been cleared so that we can get through, because it wasn't last time that I was here. We couldn't get through, it was too deep, so we're going to go check it out. I think somebody's ripped a hole in it and drained it. Yeah, they have. See, somebody punched a hole right through that. The last time I was out there, there's just no way. I mean, it still looks kind of deep, actually. But, no problem. Alright, so we're going to go up to the lookout on Allen Lake now. Lake. Probably can't see it very well on the video, but we're up here pretty high. We're on a cliff. Drive right past my house on the way home and continue. Biggest group I see for it. Look at that tree there. Damn good thing. It's a good thing that somebody is through here today. See, nobody knows about that trail. Just get out of there. Those people probably don't even know that trail exists. Alright, so now we're just a bit east of Minnow Lake. And we're at the... this is one of the main trails too, but it's kind of a secondary main trail. The main rail bed is over there, a couple hundred yards. This river, whatever it is out here, it flows back down in towards Minnow Lake. This is nice to hear. This is where I had the bear run across in front of me a couple of years ago. I was going along. It was in late September of 2019, I think. Either 2019 or 2018. 2018 actually. And it was just like right around here. I forget exactly where. And we're going along. And just woof, right across the track in front of me. Like 10 feet in front of me. I mean, it was just a flash. Like I saw him for like a second and a half. Oh, man, the water's high. Ooh, I don't know about this bridge, man. It's a little sketchy. I want to check it out. Oh, she's solid. Yeah, so it's too bad I couldn't go over there, because that's a nice spot. Now, this is the highest I've ever seen this water here. Wow. Usually this is just a trickle through here. So that way, well, as the sign says, that goes over. There's a nice ridge, and you can see the would be the west side of Spectacle Lake Lodge and the lake itself. But we're going to go down into Loon Lake. I spoke to the people of Spectacle Lake Lodge, and you know, if we could come down here with ATVs, and he said, yeah, no problem. I mean, on the ones that are, I mean, the specific ones, you're not allowed to go on, and you couldn't go on them anyway because they're too thin, too skinny. You never fit through them, but you get through this one, no problem. And this is nice down here too. Who knows, there might be people down here camp too. Steep rocky hill. I can make it all the way down there. It's a nice lake, nice spot. It's a rugged track. Oh man, holy shit. We're getting close to Loon Lake here now. It's in another half a kilometer or so. Like the track coming in here. Going to get down any closer because it's you can't really see it on the GoPro, but it's really tilted there, and I've been down there before, and it's really off camber, so it's a pain in the ass getting turned around. marsh area here. I forget the name of this pond. So we're going to keep going here and go over to Wickware Lake. There's a nice hunt camp there. This is really close to where I got the flat back in late July. So, I mean, anybody can get a flat anywhere, but I'll be careful. Okay, we're getting really close to Wickware Lake. There is a hunt camp down here. I hope there's nobody here. Wickware Lake. Definitely in the deep woods here in this area. Seen lots of moose tracks. Fresh ones too. Probably be some right here actually. Oh, fresh quad tracks. Going down. looks pretty, there's no problem at all now. Okay, so now we go up a steep hill, all the way up, and then we swing over to the lookout. Here we go. There's one more steep part I have to go up yet. Here's a hydro line. I'm overdressed. I thought it was going to be cooler today, and I got a big winter jacket on and then a vest. So I'm going to lose the vest here in a minute. I've also got big heavy insulated pants on that I shouldn't have on. Pretty hot. Anyway, yeah, so where I crossed was just down there a few minutes ago, and then swung back up this way. Long Mallory Lake. It's another little Jamaica. Lake. This is a good friend of mine. Brings his canoe here, paddles out there, and camps out on that little island. Just go back up to the airfield here. It's an old airstrip. I mean, it's all overgrown now, but I don't know what. I think just maybe in these areas like this, they put in these airstrips like for rescue purposes and stuff like that. I'm not sure, but I've seen Ministry of the Environment helicopters here restocking the lake, so they bring the big trucks in and with all the big crates of the fish, and then the helicopter comes down, picks them up, takes them to all the little remote lakes and dumps them into those to restock them. So I've seen that here, but I haven't. You couldn't land a plane here anymore, unless it was an emergency, I guess. We used to have drag races there with our quads. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back over here and I'm going to cross Highway 41, and the last stop of the day will be Feeney Lake. Okay, we're going to go into the final lake of the day, and this is called Feeney Lake. It's not in here very far. Pretty nasty little start to this track. They go up pretty steep and then up over a rock. This is Feeney Lake. It's a small lake. This is one end of it. There's a campsite over here. Check it out. Somebody's ripped that bridge apart. leaving all their garbage just here. Come in, camp, walk away, leave their garbage here. There is a trail I could go all the way up along this lake, and it's pretty nice, but I'm not going to go in there today. I'll do that another time.